Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we
I
are.
think earnestly that was probably the worst episode so far.
And they're all bad.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not saying any of them are good.
No,
I'm
I was
saying
just
this is
letting
the
you.
worst of.
I know I was just feeding off what you said. Like, this is the worst one, and they're all pretty bad. So that should give you guys a good sense of where this show is ranked in our minds. Oh my gosh.
It's awful. Oh, they were. They went to try and spy on on the Gotham mob. For Christ's sake, they didn't have masks or anything.
They did not.
Discount Discount Grayson has a fucking sword the entire time and never draws it. What's the point?
Never uses it once.
Oh. Harvey Dent has like what he has a dissociative identity disorder or some shit where he
Well,
just
he's got
loses
daddy
time
issues. He's got daddy issues for one.
oh, because fathers. Am I right? Uh,
Oh man. Yeah, except and they really get down in detail just how shitty his dad was. Like it wasn't just like, oh, my dad was a terrible person. It was like my dad beat me and berated me and was like they really wanted us to know just how shitty his father was. Oh man, just how toxic he was because dads. Mm.
exactly. Clown World hit a new low.
Uh,
Yeah,
oh, and they're
they do.
also making Harvey Two-Face without making him Two-Face. So
Yep,
yeah.
and they burnt an image of him at the beginning of the episode. They cut off half of his face. That was clever.
Yeah. Look at that because he's Two-Face. We did a thing. Oh my gosh. We did a thing and we're doing it again because he blacks out and then he wakes up in different places because he's two different people. Oh my gosh.
It's like we get it. We get it. The problem is he's not already Two Face. That's the
Yeah,
issue.
that is the issue. Yeah. It's like somehow they started this show and then they were like, fuck, he should be Two Face. He should be Two Face already. How do we remedy this? Oh, I know. We'll make him have a really shitty childhood. Then we'll give him dissociative identity disorder. Then every time somebody calls him and sing and play some tune, he turns into a completely different person, like two dual personalities, because he is Two Face. Yes, we're clever enough. That works. It's like no.
Are they really gonna have like a hypnotism bullshit?
It seems like that's the direction they're heading in. Yeah.
You know what another show that had hypnotism as a prominent part of it recently?
Where's
Them.
that? Oh God. Oh man. And we saw how shitty that show was. So
Probably the one show out right now that this show is actually better than.
yeah, it's
But the
which says a lot. Says a
and
lot.
but the gap is shrinking every episode.
Oh my gosh. This show is literally hurting my head. Like I thought I would at least get some laughter out of this show, but now like it's just making my head hurt. Like I bullshit like Harvey Dent, bullshit like why not wear masks, bullshit like let's wait until we're in a dire situation to have a real serious conversation. Like jeez, like the patterns just repeat week after week. Ugh.
And this girl they have a really shitty home life. Their father is abusive because again, dads, am I right?
Yeah.
She's trying to fleece the mob, not to get them in a better situation, but to help her brother cure his gender dysmorphia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really? I I'm not trying to dismiss people who have gender dysmorphia, but if you're in that kind of home life and you're going to go to the mob for it, like to try and fix the issue anyway, use that money to get the hell out of Dodge first.
Correct.
And
Priorities.
and then once you're out of Dodge and you found a relatively stable life, then go and get and buy, pay for the surgery.
You see, my friend, that would just make too much sense. Like that's just too much logic right there. And this show does not follow that principle. So
And they decide to have this conversation when they're about to have an open shootout with the freaking mob and the GCPD at the same time because the GCPD is cartoonishly in the take.
oh
When
they're oh
when
dude.
when
Go
cops are
ahead.
in the take, you're not supposed to, like, the point is it's supposed to be on the down low. It's supposed to be sly. You're not supposed
Yeah,
to be that.
they're so blatant obvious about it. Oh man, what happened to the mystery, the intrigue? It's like, nope, we're on the take. We could do this the fun way or the hard way. Like, come on.
And you say it with a really loud megaphone system, which means people heard you.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my gosh. There's that humor. There it is. That helps.
uh, and discount Grayson just looks like a discount Twilight vampire, for God's sake.
Oh
I
my ugh. I God, his character, man. He's discount Grayson.
Oh, Carrie Kelly's mom is just now finding out that Carrie Kelly's been doing some weird shit because,
Just now. Yeah.
and this was just because their social studies professor. Wait, was it social studies or chemistry? What?
Some
It
something.
doesn't matter. Who
Yeah, it
cares?
doesn't matter.
Is just now while they're at a banquet or a whatever the fuck that was supposed to be,
Yeah, I had no clue.
decides to talk to Carrie Kelly's mom, and it's like either the first instance of it or the second, one of those two you would have called their mother.
Correct. Correct. Yeah, teachers aren't really, and my mom was a teacher. I know people who are teachers, and teachers, as soon as your kid skips like one or two, makes that a habit, one or two classes, like the parent is being notified immediately. Like this is the thing. Like they're not waiting until some bullshit gala meeting or whatever ceremony this was. They're not waiting to be like, oh yeah, your daughter's been missing class, by the way. Like that's not how that goes. No.
And I love how they did, they literally on what, at least two occasions this episode, tried to do the classic, you're so smart and brave and pretty and smart. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. And
they tried that twice in this episode.
those reaffirming compliments to the women. Yeah. Again, happens every episode. Every episode. It's like just in case you forgot, between last week and this week, you're still fucking amazing. You're still intelligent, super smart, and you're the bestest ever. Just in case you forget. And you know what? Next week, I'm going to remind you again just how fabulous and great you are.
You think a supposedly intelligent person like Carrie Keller's mother is supposed to be, um, it's not that easy to believably fake sleep seconds after you get in. Like, it's not that easy to fake sleep to the point where you can fool your mother,
Correct. Yeah.
especially when you haven't had time to turn off the lights and she knows you've been doing fishy shit.
Yeah. It's just got back into bed before her mom got home. And her mom was working a late shift, by the way. So she must have gotten back home well into, in the AM. And, rushing. And then, like you said, if she wasn't out of breath at all, great shape, and just completely fooled her mother. So,
Who is one of the people they did the whole "you're smart and smart and smart and smart." They, like,
yep. And
it's so irritating.
In fact, they ended the episode with the cipher that they found, and they're like, "Oh, who's gonna solve this? Oh, Discount Felicity Smoke's gonna solve this because she's so smart. She's gonna figure it out immediately in the next episode." So,
Oh.
and if she does have, I also, this is my prediction. Even if she does have some trouble with it, she's gonna get those reaffirming talks like you're so great, take your time, you're so smart, you'll figure it out, we know it, we can trust you, rely on you. That's definitely going to happen. So
And then I'm gonna tack onto that prediction. She's gonna solve the cipher either the last scene or the immediate, like either in the last scene or the penultimate scene. One of the two,
yes,
she's gonna solve
yeah,
the cipher, and then they're gonna be like, they're either gonna have a lead or another problem.
yeah. I
I
mean, in fact,
guarantee
I mean,
you.
we could predict the whole episode. It's going to be more clock towers. It's going to be some stupid plot device. It's going to be Harvey Dent having more dual personality type situations. It's going to be more women being complimented and telling how great they are. And then it's going to be Connor standing there like some fucking dumbass out of Twilight. And yeah, that's and more
Oh,
clock towers. Yeah.
oh, you know what we completely skipped over? We completely
What's
skipped
that?
over Harvey's going to a shrink, I guess. I didn't even
Right.
realize that was who that was supposed to be. I thought it was
Yeah, I
just a
didn't.
cop or somebody working in his office.
Yeah,
Until
I
she's
thought
like,
it
"Oh,
was.
I'm just gonna write you a script for Mets."
I thought it was like a social worker or something like that. Like I had no idea she was a shrink. Like,
And if people are
oh
like in mental health, you can be in crisis and you call the crisis line, or you can just show up. But it didn't seem like that was what was going on. It
no,
seemed like I don't know. None
like
of it seems to work. They
it's
aren't even putting basic bitch effort in.
no, it's not practical at all. Like for him to, she just wrote him a script for Mets. Like that doesn't happen immediately. Like that happens after like multiple visits of you trying to talk it out, you trying different exercises and techniques that the psychiatrist offers to you that could help. Like there's a lot of things that happen first before they just start dosing, like handing out fucking prescriptions. Like, gee, like
Especially when she, by her own admission, doesn't even believe he has a thing.
correct. Correct. It's just very contradictory. Like this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the dialogue as well in the show is just not very practical at all. Like nobody talks like a lot of these characters in the show. Like
It,
it hurts. It hurts a lot.
but seriously, you're confront. What was the what was their big? They had no plan that entire time. They just go to confront the mob with no plan, nothing to disguise their identities. They know. Oh, we have another drinking game. Every time in this episode they say McKillen's,
Oh
take
my
a shot.
gosh. Dylan McKillen, that's his name. Dylan McKillen. Like they, oh, you're so clever, CW McKillen. Like McKillen the Killers. Oh man. You cannot make this shit up.
Man, uh, my brain is melting. I and then they have a way to what scan for frequencies or some shit.
I don't fucking know.
I'm so confused as to what resources they have to call on right now.
Yeah, I don't know where they're getting this shit from. Like I said during when we were watching the show, I'm like, you know what? One of these women probably created it because they're so brilliant. That's probably what happened. So, but yeah, realistically, where the hell are they getting this shit from?
I feel like because they clearly have made no effort to establish that Bruce had any bolt holes or you know stashes of money and shit. I I can't believe I do not believe that Bruce wouldn't have that already.
Prepared. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Right.
also can't believe that his fucking Robin doesn't know at least one of them.
Exactly. Yeah, she came out looking like a real amateur this episode. Oh man.
Um, and again, how did I I don't know. I guess it makes as much sense as Barbara being able to get away with being Batgirl with Gordon. But I don't know how they even justified. How do they justify her getting away to go solve crime with Bruce?
Yeah.
And how did the mother never notice? And the school never told her about it. And
So many holes. So many plot holes. Uh, riddled with plot holes, this show.
yep, and it looks like Two Face um, is going to be a hypnosis based thing, or yeah, it seems like it's a hypnosis angle. It's fucking stupid. I
It's a hypnosis angle, and something tells me by the end of the season, it's not going to be anything he's going to be able to recover from. It's just going to be a permanent thing. So that's how they're going to justify him being Two Face. uh,
yeah. Well, I I feel my IQ drop every time we watch one of these episodes,
oh,
Barbara. I really do.
most definitely. Most definitely. Well, but I am glad, at least we can both, watch this shit together and not separately because I probably wouldn't even pay attention, honestly. I can barely do it now.
I I guarantee you, if we had to watch this separately, I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd just say I did it, and then I'd be like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd probably be done after the first 5-10 minutes and be like, okay, I've gotten or what I would do is what I usually do when I watch like movies that just draw out. I'll just like fast forward.
I they pick the absolute worst times to have these freaking heart to hearts. I'm
Yeah,
like, you're getting shot, like you're cornered by the mob. Oh, they stole the money. They had nowhere to put the money. How did they steal it?
yeah, that big ass bulk of cash that the one girl was like, "Oh, I know this is $30 million. This big ass bulk of cash," and somehow they stole it all. Yeah, yeah. It was about as
And
tall as they were, and they still got away with it.
and first of all, again, they made no effort to disguise themselves. So they did the thing where they name dropped the TV show in the TV show,
They did.
and then they're like, oh, what are they gonna do when they realize that the Gotham Knights are the people they think killed Batman? I'm like, you made no effort to disguise yourself or hide your identity, and you stole a car that they easily could have read the plates on. They know it's you.
Yeah, like bitch, you were literally throwing money out the open van doors, no mask. Like all of you had no mask. They know it's you.
and
Like
you're public enemy number one, so it's not like people wouldn't recognize your face.
no, 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 no. They're the Gotham Knights.
Somebody get Jason Todd in here to shoot them, please.
More like the Gotham retards. What the
I,
fuck?
I genuinely want Joker's daughter chick to get like thrown out of a car. She's
Yeah,
really annoying me.
she's like,
I mean, they all are, but
yeah, it's like she's really trying hard to be his daughter. You know what I mean? Like it's like, come on. Like, don't try. Yeah, you don't have to try so hard. Like, we get it. You're his daughter. Like, you don't have to try hard. Oh my, she just.
you're
it
the effort you're clearly putting in makes it worse.
it does. It does. It just be a character. Like that's it. Just be that character. Like don't fucking try to be extra because you're already annoying. So yeah. Yeah, that's episode 5, everyone. Oh man. All right, let's be done with this shit. TC, you got anything else left to say?
Thank God I don't.
I love it. Yeah, I don't either. I don't either. I'm fucking done.
Bye, everybody.
You guys take care. Remember to subscribe. Oh man.